Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Friday. We're looking at the aftermath here of one of the bloodiest, if not the bloodiest day in Bitcoin's price history. We dipped all the way down from about $6,000 to sub $4,000 yesterday and overnight. And although we've recovered a bit right now, the bleeding is still ongoing. As you can see, Bitcoin is down 12.55% in the last day. Right now, the price is $5,500. As I mentioned, it was in the high 3,000. So it actually did go below briefly, albeit, but it did go below $4,000. The total market cap of cryptocurrency has tumbled significantly as well, $158 billion right now. Dominance is sitting at 64.1%. Again, this was the bloodiest single day loss in Bitcoin's price history that we've ever seen. At one point, we were down over 45%. And again, although a slight recovery is represented here, people are clearly panicking based on what is happening right now in the world. Let's go through a couple of tweets and set the numbers straight as to what is happening here. At Altcoin Buzz, IO just tweeting recently, the crypto market right now is a true test of your conviction in the space. And if you are having a tough time dealing with it, or you got liquidated, then went on Twitter and vent on Twitter, make a YouTube video, write an article, play a video game, have a drink, but don't do anything stupid. Stay strong. We've also noted that today is Friday the 13th, and this Friday the 13th in 2020 will definitely be quite memorable in crypto history. Once again, everybody stay strong out there. CNBC is giving us the financial snapshot here. Cryptocurrencies see $93.5 billion wiped off value in 24 hours as Bitcoin plunges as much as 48%. Here's the quick rundown. Bitcoin was down 48% from 24 hours before at 10:24 a.m. Singapore time at just over $4,000. That's according to data from CoinDesk. The market capitalization or total value of the entire crypto market plummeted around $93.5 billion in the space of 24 hours, and that was at 10:07 a.m. Singapore time, according to CoinMarketCap.com. And the fall in cryptocurrency markets comes amid a broader sell-off in equities as governments continue to grapple with the new coronavirus, which is spreading rapidly across the world. Again, this is mirroring everything else that is happening right now across other assets, across other markets and commodities. At the time of this recording, it's a little bit earlier in the morning when I do record. The Dow Jones is closed right now. Trading is closed, but the Dow Jones yesterday on the 12th of March dropped 2,352 points. That is just shy of a 10% drop. Again, the Dow Jones fell to 21,200, which represents a 9.99% plunge. We have seen 10% single plunges in a day, even in cryptocurrency spaces. That's pretty extreme, and that's very volatile among our standards. In the regular world and for the Dow Jones, that is unprecedented. In fact, this represents the most violent crash since 1987 in this space. Here on FXStreet.com, crypto today, Bitcoin goes wild amid nightmare on the global markets. And there was some activity that you may have noticed in BitMex in terms of its freezing its operational functions. Beyond the breakdown of what happened by the numbers, here's what happened specifically. BitMex, the largest platform for cryptocurrency derivatives and marginal trading, confirmed the issues on the side of the cloud service provider. The issue caused a delay in request processing. Between 2:16 a.m. and 2:40 a.m. UTC on the 13th of March, we became aware of a hardware issue with our cloud service provider, causing BitMex requests to be delayed. Normal service resumed at 3 a.m. UTC. As a reminder, the latest system updates can be found on our status page. Bitcoin was always supposed to be our hedge, our safe haven in times of economic turmoil. So before moving on to the next article, I just want to highlight this quote by Mike Novogratz, the CEO of Galaxy Digital. Quote, Bitcoin was always a confidence game. All crypto is, and it appears global confidence in just about anything has now evaporated. So the question must be asked, what brings it back to Bitcoin? We have more information here pertaining to BitMex on CoinGape.com. So Bitcoin, BitMex liquidations now over 1.4 billion causes wild swings in price. You can read more about that here again on CoinGape.com. FTX CEO, Bitcoin price might have gone to zero if BitMex hadn't gone online. I totally disagree with that. Nonetheless, that's what's being said. The CEO of Hong Kong-based crypto derivatives exchange FTX has speculated that if BitMex had not gone offline on account of hardware issues, quote unquote, Friday morning, the price of Bitcoin could have crashed to zero. Impossible. The timing, however, is suspicious. Just before Seychelles-based BitMex went offline, the price of Bitcoin crashed 10% below the spot price, and the funding rate collapsed to one of its lowest levels on record. Shortly after, Bitcoin staged a sharp reversal to the upside. Dubiously, during the 40-minute window, the leveraged derivatives giant was offline. That certainly is suspicious. And maybe these derivatives spaces are a contributing factor. Maybe they're part of the problem. We're pontificating here at Altcoin Buzz.io. Over a year ago, we made a conscious decision to not promote referral codes for any derivatives platforms at the cost of some revenue. There is nothing wrong with it, but we believed the market was not ready and it could hurt people. Hodlers will survive, but gamblers won't. Let us know your thoughts about that in the comments below. Let's end with a bit of good news, however, and there are some promising metrics and one quote that I want to point out specifically at the end of this video that will be a little bit more encouraging because the tone of this video so far, let's face it, has been kind of down. First and foremost, and as we often allude to, nothing has changed fundamentally at the level of the technology. The Bitcoin network still remains extremely strong. We just talked about that hash rate that continues to grow, that continues to set new records seemingly every week. So this isn't a direct correlation to the price, nor was it ever, but it does tend to be a leading indicator of activity, of involvement in the space, and of positive price action down the line. Again, a leading indicator of what may be to come. It still represents that confidence exists at a technical level in this entire ecosystem. So that's number one as far as good news. Number two, and kind of randomly, is this tweet by Edward Snowden, who writes just 3 hours ago, "This is the first time in a while I felt like buying Bitcoin. That drop was too much panic and too little reason." You know, people have a very sheepish, almost a herd-like lemming mentality, and everybody running together sometimes means they run off the same cliff together. Never financial advice, of course, but as I saw in many a comment yesterday, you got to be fearful when others are greedy, but greedy when others are fearful. So not financial advice, but you tell me, what are people feeling right now? Greedy or fearful overall? What is the collective sentiment? I leave that to you. But that about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. Do keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. Tomorrow we are giving away a CryptoTag Zeus starter kit. To be eligible, you got to make sure you're subscribed to Altcoin Buzz on YouTube. You got to like our videos and you got to comment on our videos. Best of luck in that. Best of luck if you choose to invest today on this very bloody Friday the 13th. But be safe, be prudent, and be smart out there, everybody. Let us know your thoughts about this situation in the comments. As always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.